And in many ways, this is actually nothing more than a Pyrrhic victory for big marijuana. They have paid an incredibly high price that we're confident will backfire. They have invested tens of millions of dollars in advertising, lobbying, influencer payments, legislation, ballot initiatives, all spent to legalize marijuana across the nation. This industry has been saying that we're on the verge of federal legalization since the 1970s.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, saying we're on the verge of federal legalization. I mean, they had an ally in Carter, but I mean, after that, you didn't really get a friendly cannabis executive president until Obama. Well, I guess Clinton, but maybe second half of Clinton.
And after decades of this empty rhetoric and millions flushed away, it's important to keep in mind that the drug remains fully federally illegal. And in many ways, Schedule 3 exposes them to an even wider array of risks and federal agency enforcement. Let's talk about what those risks really are. So Schedule 3 means that marijuana remains a federally controlled drug, illegal to sell outside FDA-regulated channels and without FDA approval. Rescheduling certainly does not give a green light to medical claims for state market THC.
This is something I am very curious at how this will transpire because, yes, Schedule 3 drugs are still sold behind pharmacies, which has a different standard than that of the medical dispensaries. So there will be some incompatibility with the current medical market at the state level and the approach that is Schedule 3 drugs.
Products. In many ways, it exposes them to further liability. For this industry, this is nothing more than a spectacular failure, a devastating blow to their goals. Consider this. Schedule 3 drugs face tough advertising standards around product labeling, claims sellers are allowed.
I mean, the advertising standards are pretty restrictive now, being that it's a Schedule 1 drug. Just saying.
To make, and many other aspects of commerce. There is no reason to think marijuana will now suddenly be immune to this FDA scrutiny and enforcement. These rules also forbid sellers from citing off-label therapeutic use. And let's keep in mind there are exactly 0 FDA-approved uses for raw, crude marijuana.
I wonder why there is no FDA-allowed use of medical marijuana when Schedule 1 prevents much of the research from being done. And the research that has been done has traditionally not kept up with how the accurate market